Bonafide Hustler here, and we have another general thrift vlog. We're going to see what we can get ourselves into, buying and reselling predominantly used items, and reselling them for more money. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the inside of my house, and we should be selling an item here in the next about 30 minutes or so. It's like 100 degrees outside, but it's going to be one of those two small Trek FX hybrid bikes. Before we get to all that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to learn some cool items to buy and resell that are predominantly used and found at thrift stores and garage sales. In fact, there's a guide, it's the first link down below, that you can go check out that'll teach you some items to start looking out for. First link down below, free guide. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Bonafide Hustler as well. Ain't that right? They should follow me. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Okay, so hopefully we'll get this thing sold here pretty quick. Looks like the person just pulled up. Let's see if we can get a bike sold. She's interested in one of these two bikes, 7.2 FX hybrid or this 7.1 FX. Oh no, she's about to take off. And she hasn't bought a bike yet, just kidding. She's gonna buy the better one of the two, which is the blue one. And we're gonna leave this one behind. See, the thing is, I have two small frame Trek 7. Or Trek FX series, that's what they're called. One's a 7.3 and one's just a 7.1 FX. 7.3 is a little bit better on spec, on sheets, but the problem is the 7.1 is like almost brand new, so she wants the better one, clearly. So we're gonna move that one for 300 bucks. I got into that one 2 vlogs ago for like 60 bucks on a Saturday off of Facebook. So, yeah, make $240 extra, that's pretty good. So this one will just go to another person. And this is the one that she's going to buy right here, which is the 7.2 FX Trek. Nice bike, barely ridden. You can also see by the rear right here, just those gears, plus the little, dork disc is what a lot of people call them. This is very clear, so that's a good indicator that this has been barely used. She just texted me that she's coming back here with the cash. So any second now, there she is. We'll get this bike put in her SUV, and we have made $240 cash. There's the money right there, taken off behind me. And as a happy customer, and I'm a happy Bonafide Hustler as well. Okay, so that bike that person passed on, I think we're gonna have a chance to sell it later on the day, maybe 200 to 250 or something like that. I think the person just pulled up. We'll see if she likes it. So that lady didn't buy the bike. She's looking for something a little bit newer in terms of like how it shifts and like how it rides. She wants something like pretty much pristine. And this is a used bike, so we didn't get that thing sold, but we're at the next day, and while I was working out, something did sell. Now, it is kind of like what you see here on the floor, which I haven't detached from the main body. We got some RCs to bucks that sold today while I was working out. And it is a Jeep crawler body. I'm probably no more than $6 into this thing from likely a Savers or a Goodwill, but probably Savers. And we sold it for 75 bucks. Just the top part of the RC toy, which was a new bright RC, just top, it wasn't the entire thing, because if it's the entire thing, the shipping price goes up and everything. This is why you have to detach it. But yeah, crawler bodies are still a mid to a long tail kind of item, and we sold one for 75 bucks. So now I have to get it off this wall right here and get it shipped off, which it's probably on this side somewhere, just because it is a RC stuff, and usually I put them right there. There's a white Jeep Wrangler right there, and that's the box we need. All right, we're at like the next day, and I think I'm gonna do some thrifting today. I'll probably go see like 6 thrift stores. And yeah, I could find some cool stuff, so I'm gonna take you guys with me, and if you like this kind of stuff, then let me know. And yeah, and please excuse 5-speed small spaceship with exhaust and headers and stuff like that. So it might get a little loud, but yeah, maybe we'll find some cool things today. Oh, I'm also gonna go pick up a tent on Facebook Marketplace. So, Facebook Marketplace is not all about hustling. It's also about, I need to buy a tent for an upcoming trip. And, with all the research I've been doing, the tent I need is about $450, maybe $500. And so I looked on Facebook Marketplace, and I found a brand new one called a Gazelle T4 Hub. So we're going to get that tent today, I think for 200 cash. It was a $300 asking price. I offered 200 cash, and we have that to pick up in like 30 minutes. And it's a very long tent, so it's gonna go in the small spaceship. It's gonna be pretty linear. It's gonna be very tight on space here on this little thrifty thing that we do today, but it's okay. All right, I'm at Savers, and I think I found this new VRT 350 Omega juicer. I mean, it even has the little thing on the side right there. I think I can get out the door paying about 22 bucks for this. I just need to plug it in and check it out, make sure it works. So I got that juicer and it's all intact and it tests out perfectly fine and it's brand new. It has all the pieces. I think we can move this thing for about $1 to $150 on Facebook Marketplace. Now I'm outside of this one building where I'm going to be picking up hopefully the Gazelle T4 tent, which if I'm lucky later on in this vlog, maybe I will erect it. That's a weird word. I will make it in my front yard and see what it looks like. Yeah, so I think the guy's coming out pretty soon and should be getting myself a tent for a good discount. Pretty much like 50% off, if not more. All right, let's get this thing. Okay, we got the tent in here and maybe in this vlog we'll get to see it put up. I'm at the thrift store. All right, so they got some members only stuff here. You know, if you want to be a member, you could buy this stuff. But, you know, if you don't want to be a member, it's your personal choice. All right, so they're playing some pretty loud music in there. I found two really cool leather jackets. Check this out. I got everything for $26 out the door, and this is just an essentials, kind of like members only style leather jacket. These things sell really well in the booth for around $80 to $100. But I think the real winner here is this horsehide all-weather garment right here. Really neat, made in San Francisco, genuine horsehide. It is so thick. This is like thicker than even bomber jackets. Detachable, kind of like little lapel neck thing, but this is in beautiful condition. This should sell between $1 and $150 in the booth, and that's the price tag right there. Those are two really good finds, especially the horsehide jacket. So I might do a little bit more research and put that thing on eBay, but I'm not 100% sure. More than likely it's gonna go to the booth, and we're creeping up to the fall season. I mean, business is about to ramp up significantly. I think it's a good purchase for that. I mean, anytime I see anything that resembles that or bomber style jackets and it's sub 20 bucks, almost always a buy. Now you test the zippers, you test the buttons, all that kind of stuff, and you should be good to go. I'm at this Goodwill. I found this Patagonia Black Hole backpack. 22 bucks out the door. I'm gonna buy it. Also found these Crockett & Jones shoes, cap toe. These are probably sell for like, I don't know, $175 to maybe $250. And they are 30 bucks here at this Goodwill. They're in very good condition. Check that out. These are up there with Allen Edmonds shoes. I mean, these are very expensive. So, you know, there's probably a good chance that I can get them between, now that I think about it, probably like $150 to $250. That's probably the sale price. And these are nice, yeah. And if you didn't know, I mean, you would just pass these by, but I picked up this little insole right here and saw that. This is an extra insole, by the way. And this is called the Egerton. So yeah, really nice looking shoes. Very, very good condition. And we can get those sold $150 to $250. And then this actual Patagonia Black Hole, I think this might be like a 31 liter or something like that. Not in terrible condition, good local sale. Could probably pull 80 out of this. And I paid 22 out the door for it right here. Truth is, I've actually been to 3 more, maybe even 4 more thrift stores. They're just playing such loud music. I did find some cool stuff. So from this last one I went to, which was 50% off. So this was basically $5 out the door right here. This is called a branded Lion vest. This is perfect for the booth. It's flannel lined, and that'll sell for like 40 to 50, no problem. We got an awesome Dark Side of the Moon, that's right, Pink Floyd Primal Wear cycling jersey. This will probably sell for like 70 bucks. This was $5, half of 10. Really good condition. Got some all leather GP Plus Alpine Stars gloves for $10. This has a chance of maybe selling for like $80 to $100. So that's pretty cool. Alpine Stars got plastic reinforced knuckle thingies and all that, but for the most part, these are in really good condition, like hardly used. And then there's like a Young LA military bag back here that I'll show you when I get to the house. That's more of a fitness, kind of up and coming fitness brand. And I think I could sell that $7 Young LA bag for probably 50 to 70 locally or something like that. And that's the Young LA tote that I bought for like $7.57 out the door. So that's a pretty cool bag, but this is straight from like workout culture. So you can think like Gymshark, you know, Young LA, Alpha Elite, Buff Bunny. They all sometimes make bags, and this is called like the military shoulder tote or something like that. And it should sell for right around, I would think, somewhere between 50 and 75 locally, because Austin's a really big fitness town, and Young LA is a really big rising fitness company. So should be a good flip. So I felt like I found some cool things at the thrift store today. And it only took about 3 hours to find all that stuff, which I thought was pretty good. What do you think? Let me know down below. And I'm looking at some vintage t-shirts too that didn't make it on this vlog, but I will make another vlog and perhaps I will teach you about them because I found about, I think, well, the retro vintage, about 4 of them at once from this one Goodwill, all in one rack. They're pretty cool. I wouldn't say like super collectible, but they're pretty neat. I'll show you that stuff on the next vlog. Take it easy. Goodbye.